Hello there, this is Ken Lin speaking. In this exercise 7-6, we are going to look at installing IIS-6, which is one of the prerequisites for installing SAS. The first thing we will do is to verify whether IIS is installed or not. We'll go to the Start menu, Manage your server, and we are going to verify whether this server is an application server or not. In Manage Your Server, you are looking for a section named Application Server, and as you can see in this particular case, we don't have that particular role. So what I will do is click Add or Remove a Role. Which is going to start up the dialog that will allow me to work with the server. In the first step, we are going to click Next to let the wizard learn about our server. The next screen will show us the current configuration, and as you can see, the application server role has not been configured. So what we need to do is to select the role that we want to install, in this case application server, IIS and ASP.NET, and click Next. The options that we need to select are both the front page server extension option, and we need to enable ASP.NET. Click Next, and this will come up with a summary telling us what is being installed. When we click Next, we might be prompted for the CD. In my case, the CD is already installed on this machine. This installation can take a couple of minutes depending on the speed of your computer, and for our own sanity we won't sit here and watch it, so I will pause the recording at this point and resume when the installation has reached the finishing stages. When the installation is finished, you are prompted to click Finish to return to Manage Your Server. There's one thing that we need to do immediately after installing IIS, and that is, after verification that the application server role now belongs to this server, we're going to close Manage Your Server, and we need to go to Microsoft's Windows Update site to make sure that we have a secure server. So from the Start menu, all programs, select Windows Update to connect to the Windows Update site. What we need to do is just to make sure that the current patch level of the server is at the most secure level. The first step at the update site is to verify that we have the right controls. If you need to install a new one, verify the content that it's signed by Microsoft, and then click Yes to install the software. In our case, the correct control was already installed, so we will select Scan for updates and let our computer communicate with the Microsoft computer. In other words, we're going to download the current XML file and compare what is the current level of patches. And as you noticed, we have 4 critical updates and service packs that needs to be installed, and this is entirely because we installed IIS. That's why it's so important that you do perform this. Click on Review and Install Updates to get a listing of what is actually in those 4 packages that should be installed. Verify that they are truly indicative of your server, and once that is done, click Install Now. Accept the license for the updates. and monitor the download and installation. I will pause for this download as well. Once the installation of the patches have been completed, we are normally prompted that we need to restart our computer. You should click OK at this point, restart, and make sure that the computer actually operates the way you expect it to operate. This concludes the exercise 7.6, installing IIS 6.